Alright, we're back. Let's continue with the level design. Okay, so here we have a lot of space to go through. Maybe I can add a little bit more rocks in here. Something like this. And the next area I want to make it more like broken wood. It's gonna be something like this. Okay. Could probably add a lot more obstacles inside the wood tunnel. And these rocks need to be also a little bit lower. Something like this. I think that works a little bit better. Maybe floating wood. I mean, we already have maybe some crocodiles. Something like this. some floating pieces of wood. Probably need to do another shape. This is a little bit too... too complicated of a shape. Maybe something like this. It will be fun to have some barrels that explode and push you in one direction. Yeah, this works a little better. I'm gonna add a little bit of maybe one rock here. And maybe we can make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Would be nice to close this gap. Awesome. The other thing is I need to add a tag. To all the static meshes. So they actually do damage to the raft. Okay, perfect. Just checking if actually I hit live on the vertical one. Okay. Yeah, it's way easier when you are on your own, just a single player, but with somebody else it's just super way more fun. It's gonna be very fun to do a racing mode as well. Okay. Alright, last playthrough, and I'm going to continue with the next area, so I don't get stuck replaying this area over and over. Yeah, I need some moving obstacles for this area as well. I've used a lot of crocodiles in this area, so I might get a different animal, maybe how do you call them, an hypo? That would be nice. Hey, crocodiles! Yeah. I actually have some crocodiles. Let's add them here. But since I've been using them too much, I kind of wanna change the mesh. What's a good place to add them? Maybe here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what it is with swamp environments. I really find them very, very beautiful. I don't know exactly what I like about them that much, but I've been making a lot of swamps in 3D. It's you see, like, we have this crocodile that moves from one side to the other, and then we have another blueprint that is just the crocodile standing in there. But I want to add different animals. For example, here I might just add it so you cannot actually get out of the water that easily. Okay. These are very, very detailed hand-painted crocodiles, but I might make them look a little bit more low poly. I'm still debating on if they they match the style or not. Okay, M and Timori. Oh, crabs. That would be super cool to add a crab. Oh, wow. Yeah, crabs are a great idea. I haven't thought of it. Thank you. Yeah. I actually have a crab model that we might be able to use. Let me see. That could be interesting, actually. I might have a crab model somewhere. Let's see if we can actually migrate it. I wanna make these models like from scratch, so I can get some cool looking stuff, original for the game. We can add crabs, beavers, hypos. What else is there? Just don't want to be too repetitive, and I want their behavior to be different. That's the most important thing. Because just switching the mesh doesn't really add much. Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna have little fish, bugs, bats. What else? Bubbles in the water. All that stuff is coming for sure. All that that's part of the environment art side of things. Trying to get the level design going, which is kind of like everything that the player interacts with. And has a okay. So these other crocodiles, if you touch their ripples, they come to you. It's kind of funky, but it's a start. Crawfish, maybe. Oh, those are cool. Those are very, very cool. Turtles as well. That'll be very, very nice to add. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure we have some crabs in here. Oh, this goes perfect. It's a low poly crab. Awesome. Yeah, these are very nice. Let's see if we can get them into the project. I guess I just need this folder. Did I actually migrate this to the right project? Oh, we have other types of crabs here, but that one, I think, oops, I messed up. I think I migrated it to another project or something. There's also, we can also pick up wood to repair the raft. So I need to be very thoughtful where I add the thing. Yeah, I'm making these games all It's going to be a co-op rafting game. Now, obviously, it's single player, but there is the option for co-op. Oh yeah, I migrated this to the other version of the project. I need this one, content. Now if we come here, we should be able to see crab. There you go. Awesome. So I'm gonna just make a quick copy of this blueprint. We're gonna add this guy somewhere here. And we need this to be super big. The water ripples. Need to be way smaller. Yeah, crocodiles are pretty cool. So yeah, the idea is to think about different behaviors. I don't want them to have the same behavior. now it's just sliding, but I'll make it walk. I have all these kind of like traps made out of wood. So like maybe somewhere in this area I want to start changing the environment a little bit. It's gonna be more like a indigenous tribe kind of thing where they have a bunch of traps, and then it's gonna go into more like urban kind of like you know, houses and stuff, and then it's gonna go more into a sewer and like radioactive plant, and there's gonna be like a toxic area. Okay, nice. Maybe we can probably make it tiny little bigger. Yeah, this style of low poly goes very well with the rest. I need this style for the rest of the animals. Let's see if we can find a placeholder. A hypo. Sketch fab low poly hypo. That might be a little bit too low poly. This one looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, let's go with this one. Is this a Creative Commons attribution? Okay. Yeah, I could just modify this one. It looks kind of nice. What do we have? USD blend. Let's try to get the Blender file. I just want the 3D model, and I want to export this as maybe FBX or object. Let's do an FBX. Then we need the texture. Then we just add it here. Ah, this is a material instance. Okay. We're just gonna right click and create a material. Roughness 1, specularity 0, just for this stylized look. Let's see what we got. Then we need to do a couple of things, which is modeling, attributes, normals. We want to make it look low poly, so we're gonna go to normal face, face normal threshold and put it to 0. Now we get that low poly look, and the textures don't look that clean. It's fine. It's fine for now. Then I want to make it the size, make it pretty big. Yeah, it needs to be something like that, pretty big. And then I want to bake the transform. Okay, and we have the model. Okay, it's a little bit pink. Let's see if we can make it a little bit gray by going to saturation, maybe. Mm, 0.5, and then a little darker. Oh yeah, those textures, I'll need to redo them. It's a good starting base model. Just gonna rebake it now with rotation, so we actually get the thumbnail looking to the front. Okay, that's kind of cool. Nice. So now we can actually replace it here. That's kind of cool. Not sure if I'm missing anything. We might need to rotate this. Looking to the front. There you go. Okay. They kind of like swim at you and disappear. Okay, so cool. Yeah, we're gonna add them a little bit later. I kind of want to randomize how they move, these crabs, because they're always going from one side to the other. Which is not so interesting. It would be nice to randomize them. Yeah, this looks very nice. I need to remake the croc to look like this. Basically, they're just following a timeline, which is always the same. I need some different kind of logic for this. I think I might have a platform logic that I made, which actually changes depending on the where you place the point, so you can customize it a lot. Oh, I forgot about these props. Huh, that's cool. Can make like a temple area, that would be very nice. Mossy temple, I like that. Alright, let's see if we can find it. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot where that was. Oh, there you go. There you go. L puzzles. Okay, so here I have this little blueprint that I made. I kind of like the look of this. Might try it on the other game. This kind of like black outline. Not sure how good will it look, but oh wow, my computer just went. There's like a little very subtle black outline around. Might look cool. Here I have a bunch of traps that I made for this other project, but the one I want is this platform. This platform it goes from one position to the other. Okay. This might be what I need. Let's see if I remember how to use this one. So start position, end position, play. It goes from one side to where it ends and goes back. Okay, I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, we can use this to actually add some creatures. I'm gonna call it let's try it for the crabs. Yeah, I need to start organizing my my files. It's getting a little bit messy. Okay, I'm gonna call it BP moving crab. Okay, we need this. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay. Now I just need to make the platform collision. No collision and visibility off. Just to be used as a null. We can actually go to the mesh and clean it. Okay. Sorry about that. It has some kind of like acceleration and deceleration, like ease in and ease out kind of thing. Hey, how's it going? No, it's the same one. It's the same one. This is the rafting game. Just adding new creatures to it. Now, for this to do damage to me, I need to add a little thing. With this overlap sphere. So we need an overlap sphere. Which is a sphere collision, and this needs to be platform. It needs to be the parent of this, and this needs to have the size of, let's unparent that for a second. This overlap sphere needs to have that size kind of thing. Maybe a little smaller. Then we will parent that. Then here we can just replace the platform with the sphere, and I guess it's gonna work nicely. Okay. And this platform we might not need anymore. Okay, let's see if that makes any sense. It goes a little bit slow, so we can change that. Now let's see if it damages the player. It doesn't. Because it needs a little logic, which is this. From add event begin overlap. And for multiplayer, this actually needs to be run on server. This needs to run on server so both players can actually see the damage. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a long time. Okay, now it works. Perfect. So now we have this crab that we can actually adjust the position of, and we can actually have some cool stuff happening here. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit by going to here and finding this platform, and that platform I want to put the pivot point in the center. Then I want to make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see, like where's the starting point and so on. Maybe a little bit taller, something like that. And then I'm just going to bake, transform, rotation and scale. Perfect. So then when we modify this, we have these little things that we can actually move. So this is going to be end position. So let's say the crab wants to go from the green to the red one, and I can modify that. It will also be very nice to change the speed, so we can actually have them very, like, randomize them a little bit. I appreciate it, Nico. Thank you so much. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from this idea. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this idea. It's something small, something simple, something that I feel I can actually finish, and I'm making the logic from scratch, so I don't have that you know, I don't have that weight on my shoulder, because when you're using templates, they get too complex. So it's very nice to know exactly what's happening with when you do your own logic. Even though it's like pretty simple, it's nice because I can actually understand what's happening. So there is an ease in and ease out. To get rid of that ease in and ease out, we're gonna make this linear. So the speed is going to be consistent. And then I want to see this interp speed. I believe if we change this and we expose that to a variable, we might be able to change the speed of this thing. Yeah, like paddle together, or you mean paddle, paddle, paddle? Oh, oh no, it's another game. Oh, I haven't seen this game. Oh wow. Oh, it has negative reviews. I'm gonna read these reviews and try to really take them in consideration for my game. This is a great learning opportunity. So the idea of this game came actually from Are We There Yet? I played that game a lot with my girlfriend. Then I played Peak. Then I came to with the idea of like, hey, what if we do something like Are We There Yet? Something like physics based, something maybe like in the water, where you need to get out of the boat and like clean up puzzles and then make your way through. And then I simplified the idea even more to just stay on the boat. And then I actually bought Paddle 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 and start playing it. But I mean, we played it for like 40-45 minutes and it was too stressful. I mean, I like it, but it's a little bit too much. So I'm trying to like bring some kind of similar feeling to Paddle Paddle Paddle, but it's a more forgiving kind of like, you know, when you crash the boat, you get damaged, so you don't die immediately, and you can repair it finding wood. So trying to find that balance. You can also go forward and backward, which gives you this kind of like nice, fast. You can kind of drift a little bit to the sides, which is kind of cool. So that's what I'm trying to do. But the feeling I want is kind of like the feeling of exploration. It's not really exploration, but the feeling of like going through a nature environment. That's what I really loved about Are We There Yet? Just like, even though the environments are so simple, it gives you that feeling of being kind of like outside and like exploring a little bit. So that's kind of like the feeling I want to achieve. And yeah, Are We There Yet is probably one of my favorite games. I know it only has 2 maps. We already finished the first one and we are halfway on the second one. And it's just so amazing. Like I love that game so much. So yeah, this is kind of like, and I want the river to split, so you can choose between a harder or a more easier path depending on how much wood you have. But now I'm just focusing on level design, trying to really make it as fun as possible, and then I will just add all the little details, all the sounds, the fogs, the frogs, the bats, the little bubbles, all the little things that I love doing for as an environment artist. But now I'm just trying to add the things that the character is going to interact with. So hopefully around here we should start doing the indigenous tribe section. Very, very excited about that, because I have a lot of obstacles like spikes and like a bunch of stuff that the indigenous people placed in there. So it's gonna be cool. And I also have the multiplayer working already, so I'm super happy about that. I've been already testing on Steam. Here's the game River Drift. I should have my I've been also playing Rip a little bit. But yeah, I've been already testing the multiplayer, so I'm super happy about that stuff. the idea is to get enough of the environment to do a nice announced trailer, something small, short, 30 seconds of gameplay. Hey, hola, Jessica. I guess that's Jessica. So that's the idea. Start gathering wish list, and the hope for this game is to participate on Steam Next Fest. That's happening in 3 months. So I think I should have something very cool in 3 months. That's the goal. The multiplayer problem. I don't really wanna show the blueprints and stuff, because the code is pretty simple. But initially, I was using left paddle plus right paddle to go forward, and left paddle minus right paddle force to spin around. And that minus force was causing issues in multiplayer, so I separated the inputs and added impulse on location, and that fixed the problem that I was having in multiplayer. Now it feels very responsive, and with a little bit of physics drag, I was able to make it turn nicely and go forward nicely. So I'm super happy about that. It was a couple of clicks to solve, and it was so nice. Like that's the beauty of having like simple code. Like it's just so nice to tweak. Okay, so what if we want to make this crab go faster? Is there a way to actually make it go faster with a variable? So if I come here and I say give me an interp speed float, interp speed, we want to expose that variable and we want to add it here, and that is going to be the default of 0.01, and that is going to be here as well. So let's see. Okay, 0.01. So what if we put 0.1? Okay, yep, that changes the speed a little bit too much. So 0.5. And it doesn't want to go back. It does, but it takes a while. Oh, there's a delay of 1 second. So this delay, I'm actually going to make another variable called delay. And I'm gonna add delay. I'm gonna call it stay in place. Delay. Something like that. And this is gonna be a default value of 1. So we can actually change how fast or slow, how much time is going to spend on that on the end of each side. I think that's all we have for this. Stay in place, delay. Okay. This red box is the end position, and this end position I want it to be here. Sorry, I got an email from my dad. Not sure what that was. Okay. Awesome. So now we can adjust the speed, which is very good. We can say stay in place 0 seconds, so it goes way faster. This is linear. Then this is also linear. Okay. Stay in place 0 seconds. So why is it stopping there? That's too slow. Let's keep it 0.5. So what I wanted to test is this, like if we have both two crabs and let's say I want the end position to be here and I want the start position to be here, is it going to do it the other way around? Okay, it's not working exactly as intended. ¿Aló? Ajá. Ta... Pereslate. ¿A quién Pereslate, tata? Aj, tato, to tak ne робиться, tato. Чому купили білети зараз? Ну, тато, говори з Нестором, не знаю, тато. Нічого тобі не зроблять НМБГ, чому ти маєш ці білети. Тато. Я можу послати корео, але тато, то я не розумію, чому ви так... Добре, я пошлю корео, тато. Добре, тато. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. So it goes to the end position, then the start position. Okay, well. Okay, what if I move this here? Okay, that works a little better. Don't want to make them stay too much. Not sure why they stay in there so long. But let's continue. Okay, that's kind of cool. And I think I also have stationary crabs. Oh, maybe not yet. So we can add it here. Okay, let's add this here. I'm getting such a good performance with so much stuff happening. I love the idea of getting out of the water as well, like what on the raft, having some areas where you actually need to go on the soil. I need to add a physical material to the landscape so we can actually play with making the surface slippery or harder to traverse. These crabs are huge. Maybe I need to make them smaller. Yeah, we need to make them move, actually. Just keeping them there is not gonna do much. Yeah, another thing that is kind of like worrying me a little bit is the landmarks. Since it's such a dense environment, it's kind of hard to see far away. I need to kind of take that in consideration. Trying to leave a little bit of room so I can actually see stuff far away. And actually these crabs could be smaller. I don't need to make them like giant crabs. Could be nice to have like little crabs walking around. I might make the boat inflatable because it makes more sense, because I mean you take damage by hitting everything, so it makes more sense to make it inflatable. It feels more delicate, because this wooden raft actually wouldn't take damage just because of hitting stuff. Maybe I could model a low poly raft that gets de-inflated, but if I want to add multiple rafts to the game, that's gonna be a lot of work. I need to think about a solution where I can visually show the damage on the raft, on the inflatable. I think it makes a lot more sense. And you don't actually repair it with wood, you repair it with like duct tape or whatever you find. Oh, that's gonna be very annoying, this thing. I need to push it out a little. It's gonna be very, very annoying. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be super difficult when playing in co-op. You don't actually know when they're going to leave. Okay. Okay, so I guess I am going to change a little bit the environment. Want to make it more like a little bit darker. I haven't played with the weather because we can make it rainy, we can make it foggy, we can make it all kinds of different weathers. So I think I might probably do our first weather change. It will be cool to randomize the weather changes, but I'm not sure. I need to think about it. So I think I built something on my previous map, but I did it with... Okay, this actually came from the other project. Oops, we actually don't need that. Bad idea. I should have just deleted that from the file browser, not from here. Yeah, this is what I did on the other... On the test level, I was testing a little bit the assets and stuff. So I want to go into something like this. It's so cool how the game has evolved. Alright. I was actually thinking of making the character like this. This is a previous character, oh my god. Now it's more rounded, like before, like the initial character. This is what I want. Something like this. Bunch of wood. Very gray area. Wow, that image is tiny. That's what I would like. Oops, I should have done that. It's easier just to come to the file explorer and be like boop, boop, boop. Way faster than deleting files inside Unreal. I love how fast the project opens, that's very good. Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do this. I should not be able to see that. So anyways, ultra dynamic sky, weather, override, volume, is this the one? There you go. Yeah, so this thing we can place it somewhere here. And let's push the raft somewhere here. Okay, so it's sunny and beautiful. Then, ouch, ouch, what was that? Oh. Okay, I see. Okay, collision issues. Okay, absolutely. Need to be careful with that. Let's send them to the property matrix. And let's go to collision. Since these are low poly, we can simply just tell it to use complex or simple. Okay, cool. That's a little bit nicer. Collisions are very important, especially for this game. We don't want to be hitting invisible obstacles. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, let's see that weather override. Are we actually inside the weather override? Yep. Oh, it happens actually inside. Okay, I see how it works. Okay, so it needs to be placed something like this. And I guess I need to move the this spline a little bit to go a little bit with the river. So let's say we want that to start somewhere here. Can we add another point? Somewhere here. Yep, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what they did to this spline, but it's a little bit easier to work with. Something like this. We could probably change that the thickness of the transition area somewhere here. Transition width, maybe 1000. Oh, maybe 5. 10. 10,000. I think that works. All right, cool. So if we go here, should be able to see some rain. Okay. Why is it not priority 1 maybe? It works on editor, not on... not in playtime. Do I need to add something else? Oh, okay, I think, yeah. No, I don't think that's how it goes. Huh, okay. Not quite sure why it's not working on in playtime. Yeah. We should be able to see the transition. It's okay. I'm probably missing a setting or something. I've used this once before. Yeah, don't remember any other setting that I needed to change. I'm just gonna give it a quick search and see. So we need to select the weather override volume inside your ultra dynamic sky actor. Crap, I did this before, but I don't remember where it was. Ah, it's inside. Okay, so but where do I set it? That's okay, yeah, I understand I need to connect them, but I don't see the setting. Choose UDS actor placed in your level. Select weather override volume. Okay, oops. Um, um, oh, I see the problem. I understand. My character actually is not here. My character is always on 0. The raft is which is moving. That's why I don't see the weather change. Because... oh wow, I was not expecting to have this issue. That makes a lot of sense. I see, I need a custom solution for this. So if I do player start and I place the player start here, okay, that's the initial player start. Okay, let's... okay, meaning that if I play, it's gonna be rainy because now I'm actually there. Okay, I need to somehow teleport the player. It's funny because the player is actually not moving with the raft. BP single player, capsule component. I see. Okay. I think I need to do the same thing I did for the multiplayer character. Now it's working. Yes, I was moving the mesh, not the capsule. Oh my god. Okay, that was an easy fix. And I think we don't need this offset anymore. Just gonna make everything cleaner. Ah, we actually do need it. Okay, cool, that works. Nice, okay. Awesome. What I do want is to change this to a thicker transition. I think it looks way nicer. Yes, way better. Okay, cool. Now we can actually go back and start actually doing some level design again. Yeah, I knew the weather override was just a matter of just placing it in the level. So ChatGPT again was wrong. No need to do any connection, it's already set. Okay. Alright, let's start adding some cool stuff. Something bigger like this. Let's introduce a new type of tree. Okay. And I need to start experimenting with the current of the river. That's absolutely something I need to start. playing with, because that's gonna make everything way harder. Okay, almost there. I'm gonna start introducing the indigenous tribes somewhere around here. Oh, okay. And since it started raining, one thing I really want to try is the river current. Can we actually change this by spline point? River width, velocity. Oh, okay, so let's actually make it 4 times faster. Next point. Water, velocity 4 times faster. Okay, let's try it. So there's a lot to play with. Okay. Okay, I want to see if it actually feels different. Is it because the water drag or something? Let's try like a very strong value and see if that's the issue. Is it because I changed the water drag options? It could be because I changed the options. I'm gonna just test it with 0. Because I remember the river moving the boat by itself. I really need that. Okay. Let's try to reset the water. Maybe it needs to reset. Okay. Yeah, I think okay, I'll need to check that out. Because I do want to play with rapids. I want to have areas of the river which are like pushing you forward. I thought I had that working already. Okay, let's check the river. Just fixing this shoreline. Okay, sweet. Who knows? Maybe the water needs to have more verticality to have that like river speed. Let's reset that water. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna reset those those values to what I had before. So cool how it stops the rain underneath the obstacles. Okay, again we need check collisions. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, once I figure out the river speed, that will be amazing. So we get like some current dragging me. That will definitely change a lot how each area feels. Okay, well, we got something going on. Nice. I got maybe almost 20% of the map. The first let's say first pass. And I think adding the river current, verticality, and so on, different obstacles, is gonna add a lot more variety to it. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.